Good morning. We're here at Eckhart Public Library for the occasion of turning on the fountain. I'm Andrew, and we're here with Dan.
Good morning.
So tell us what is all involved on turning on the fountain and getting it ready from the winter.
Well, for the last day or two, we've been going through getting everything water ready, but we started 2 weeks ago cleaning and scrubbing. Our building painting consultant, Chuck Knox, was in, and we touched up some of the rust spots on the fountain basin and got it all cleaned up. And Chuck was very adamant that I stand there and watch him. I don't think he's planning on doing that every year. But yeah, so we've been painting, getting it all cleaned up. We started then Monday morning filling it. We'll get water in the basin. It's been running for about 24 hours now.
Great.
Water's been circulating. The chemical pumps have been doing their thing. We got a good pH and chlorine balance in the water, and we're ready to cross our fingers and hope water comes out of the duct pretty soon.
Yeah, and you just mentioned it's a little bit breezy here today. What do we have? Why does that matter?
The fountain has wind speed sensors because if we get a heavy wind, we lose so much water out of the fountain basin. So what we do is, based on the speed of the wind, we can shut down certain parts of the fountain to keep that water from blowing out all over the library park.
Yeah.
For today, I've bypassed those, so that won't be a problem. We should get water regardless of the wind speed.
Great. We get it going?
I'll go down and push some buttons.
Awesome. All right. It'll just be a moment now, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. So who made this? Where'd this come from?
The Mott Ironworks.
The Mott, Lamont or the Mott?
M-O-T-T.
Mott Ironworks.
Where at it?
Robinson, Alabama.
That's where it was repaired.
That's where it was repaired. Okay.
It was originally made by the Mott Ironworks, and it's in somewhere in New York.
Somewhere in New York. Ah. There we go.
Yeah, go, turn it down.
So it's spraying at the top. What Dan said is that it was going to take a little bit of time for the bowl to fill, and it might overflow a bit while it gets ready. It's a little bit breezy. It's coming out to about here. We've got a tarp ready for the computer and the camera and all that kind of stuff.
So I guess just very quickly, Andrew, what's happening now is the duct, we've got the water running, the pumps are flowing water, the basins, the metal basins are now filling up.
Yep.
In a period of time, you'll start seeing water come over those basins, and it's probably in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to have to run back downstairs and start tweaking some of those valves a little bit, because you see we're getting water everywhere.
We are, including probably on the camera lens. It's fine, I'm sure. You'll have to look at that to see how it looks, right? Sounds good. Do that. There we go. We should have the video should be back here momentarily. There we go. I just saw it. Great. Sorry, our camera went to sleep there for a moment. Move the microphone around. Sorry. So what kind of tweaking has to be done for this for it to run right, I guess?
So we have 3 separate water lines that feed the fountain, one in each bowl and then one for the duct. Wide open, water just goes everywhere through this thing, so we can adjust by fine-tuning the amount of water going into the bowls, how much water is coming out, especially through the goat heads. It's actually, for being 110 years old, it's a very precise requirement, the amount of water it takes to make sure that everything siphons and flows like it's supposed to.
Yep. Looks like we're trying to get a different camera angle here.
And you can see how much the wind affects it.
definitely.
On a day like today, when we start to see wind speeds of upwards of 10, 15 miles an hour, we just might as well shut it down. We're going to wind up with more water in the park than back in the bowl.
Yeah, as you can see on the already, if we look over at the at the ground over here, you can kind of see how it's kind of coming out a little bit, and that's because it's overridden. You think?
It's a little bit extra water going out, especially most of that's coming out of the spray for the duck's mouth.
Yeah.
And because that's such a fine water mist, it's more susceptible to the wind. It's really a lot more about wind.
Okay. Yeah.
To be honest, with the wind speeds we've had today, under normal circumstances, the duck wouldn't run on a day like this.
Yeah. Okay.
And you can kind of start to see now where that bottom bowl is filling up.
Yeah.
It's starting to flow water out the back.
Cool. Yeah, you can see over somewhere over there. Great. Oh, there we go. We've got some more now.
I'm going to run back down and clean up that top bowl a little bit.
All right. We'll just be alive for another minute or so. As we celebrate the spray. And I said that just as some spray was coming on some of us. It's great hearing about people's experiences and what they've had with their personal history with the fountain and the library itself. So thanks for sharing those. Feel free to comment afterwards. Share this with people you know. Let them know and all that kind of stuff. They're free to come by. Looks like we have a little bit of stutter with the feed, but that's a little bit what you get from live streaming outside. I think that might be a good place to end for today. Sound good? All right. Thanks for being a part of this here today. Thanks to Dan for helping out. We will see you next time.